Hey everyone, I'm back. Welcome to the Twin Flame Divine Love reading for the super full moon lunar eclipse in Leo, January 31st, 2018. So these energies are really good for Aries, Gemini, Libra, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and of course Leo. The total lunar eclipse in Leo is bringing us the message, balance is the key to a healthy, happy life. No wonder it was all over the weekly reading, right? It's a time to direct our positive words, thoughts, and actions so that they are in harmony with our highest divine potential. Okay, so Leo is all about being in control of steering the direction in which we desire to travel. So if we live in the moment and then fear falls away and we act from a place of contentment, gratitude, and joy, we become more aware of the power around us to heal and manifest. Time to trust in our potential with courage and enthusiasm. Really get excited about these energies. We're moving forward, beginning of the year, but we have so much ahead of us to look forward to. And this is a time to have that passion for that. Leo is a sign of play, romance, fun, and fearlessness. If we pour our heart and soul into the present, not worrying about the future or dwelling on the negativity of the past, rather healing it, releasing it, we come into supreme balance. Trust our power to create magical outcomes. This moon also rules women and traditional motherhood, while closely aligned Ceres rules independent women and modern motherhood. So feminine energy is very important right now, and how we choose to use it. We can be super women if we want it, if we step within it, okay? There can be resetting of emotions, good time for clearing away the emotional baggage from the past 6 months, all that karma that went on, what I've been urging to do. The key right now to help find our balance is having trust and faith in our divine energies and open up to the manifesting power they possess while healing everything around us through unconditional love, as always. What we always strive for in our divine energies on that divine purpose. So it's a really, as I say, these moons have been very powerful, strong, courageous energies there, and for like superwoman. So this is the time for the divine feminine to really step into her power, know she can create what she truly desires. We are in control to steer these things in certain directions, like that Leo energy, right? And know that it's that dance, right? That divine dance. We tell them what we want and it steers them in the directions to give it to us. This is the time with this moon. So let's go forth and see what they're wanting us to release and to receive with these energies. Also, what the major energy as well surrounding it for us as divine. So I did not do any research on this moon until after I did the weekly, and I was like, oh wow, no wonder it was such a strong message coming through, right? And, whoa, so it definitely had something to do, it has definitely to do with this moon. And even the Aquarius is dreamy and all about wishes. And I hope you all are thinking about yours to really get to the moon. So it can be steered, your life can be steered in a certain direction you're wanting it to be. And then, as always, you just kind of release the expectation, because it can be so much more wonderful than we ever imagined. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Here we go. So, for the masculine, the energy surrounding the moon to be aware of is, whoa, beautiful, the sun, Archangel Uriel, life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. The number 19, to me, is the union, is also a 1, which is the beginning. So, wow. So, it's moving toward the union. These energies are there saying that you're being inspired. They're being more positive, because feminine, we're going to get in there and do that too. And they're like, they can see themselves moving away from anything that's negative, moving toward the light, toward the union. Wow. Arcana, everyone. everyone. So that's beautiful. So for the feminine to be aware of the energy surrounding this moon to take hold of is 7 of Ariel. You have invested wisely, have patience, and wait for the harvest. Review your progress and make plans for your next endeavor. And look at that. There he is. Now, we may be wearing the karmic shirt, but the green energy, but there he is. It's happening. We've invested wisely. We are putting in the work. We are healing him. Okay? So we're having patience now. The harvest is coming. These things are coming to us. Everything that in January, pretty much, that we were like, oh, you know, kind of feeling stuck, but being in the moment as well, trying to take those messages to know what to release. And so now the progress is coming. And review the progress we've made and then make future plans to keep going. Our next endeavor, what's the next thing for us to work on and to heal with? So this is all this information coming through. And it's really good because this information from him is saying, yes, I'm coming toward this union. I'm doing it. And then it's saying to us here, yes, you're healing him. You're putting the pieces back together because you're healing yourself. So that balance is coming through, the balance of the two together. He's getting a better balance, and then we are going, okay, I'm balancing out, and that health comes through that. All right. So what the divine wants the masculine to focus on surrendering is anything that's holding them back from making the real decision about love. There it is. It's like, set yourself free, right? Get that peace. Release yourself from that which holds you back. That's what they're wanting to do and need to detox. Just unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence. So this is really what's around you, masculine, okay? And things are getting better. So they're letting you know with this moon is the best time to make a decision moving toward that love, releasing anything that's holding them back, fear, or feeling good enough for the feminine, or are they in a good enough place? And they're just, it'll be moving forward. So they're wanting them to release that. It's not another arcana for the masculine. So I said it's a strong, strong one for definite healing. So unnecessary worry based on lack. And lack, not having what we desire. But that's not true. We're there saying, no, release yourself now and go toward the peace and come toward us and make that decision for love. Archangel Jophiel is all about love. Okay, so good. And then you have it's just beautiful. You have a 6 and 1, right? So it's a 7. So all this divine energy surrounding them, really helping them to make this better decision, to release all this that's been holding them back because they don't feel like they're to a point where we can accept them. And that's fine because we're having patience, right? And we're waiting for this to harvest. We're waiting for that true divine masculine to come through. And as he releases this and steps more into his confidence and balance and strength and health and courage with this moon and having that passion, that fiery passion like Leo to do so and taking on his own direction, coming toward the union, great. And so for the feminine, what we're being urged to release with this moon is 2 of Gabriel. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So anything that's holding us back from that. Are we upset because he does not communicate? There's no communication. Once again, like from the weekly, that separation causes some of us some pain and hurt where they're saying release that, okay? Make bold and ambitious choices in the way you do not know in the 3D. If you're not in contact, you're in separation, you do not really know what's going on, but make that bold and ambitious because it's going to move you forward. Decision, choice. To say, this is my masculine, I choose the union, I'm going to keep working, I'm going to keep moving. Nothing's going to hold me back in the 3D. Okay? This is an important relationship, and you have a shared vision, right? You have this shared vision within this important relationship, and it's also being, supported by others who have the same vision. So we're being helping one another out in groups and healings and light workers and all this stuff. So it's really staying on track. So releasing anything that's holding you back from staying on track, recognizing that there can be good communication between the two of us, and even though it might not be happening now, it can happen with this moon, very powerful, but make that choice. If we make these choices beforehand and have the trust and faith, like it said, these things can come to us. But if we keep thinking it's never going to happen, or since it's not happening right now, when's it ever going to happen? Why don't I just give up? No. No. You haven't come this far to just give up. So make that bold and ambitious choice. Get rid of the fear. Get rid of the 3D illusion. You might not know what is exactly going on, but you're going to hold on to what you know in your heart to be true, that this is the union, that he can make this decision based on love and come more into self-confidence. If we release our being upset around the communication that it's not there, and so he can become more confident because he feels our energy when we're upset. And then it makes him feel down about himself. So it's releasing anything around that. Just like that rage card. Releasing anything around that. Make the choice to release any anger you've had in the past. That karmic energy from the past 6 months. Make that choice and release it. So what the divine is wanting the masculine to focus on to receive with this moon is Queen of Michael. You know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for your career rather than relationships. And it's so cute because there we are. And it's like, you know what? The career is this union, as we're seeing up here. That is career. It's the time for the career instead of all these karmic relationships, soulmate relationships, all these relationships that have just been tumultuous and around and just not serving, right? So it's taking on now, getting that guidance even from us, because we're doing better. If we get strong and we get in our conviction, then they have to, okay? They have to follow. So it's a time for the career. It's a time for moving toward this union and receiving messages to know what to do. They're wanting that brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and there's that lightness, that humorous. So becoming more light about it all within those karmic relationships and soulmate relationships, because we want them to be calm and nice and not to create any more karma, right? And the benefit of experience. The whole experience, but the benefit of the feminine's experience is now coming to him. That's what they want him to receive. The wisdom from that as well. As we heal and move forward, then it will then come to them. And there's those yellow roses, those divine purpose roses. So on that divine purpose and that life experience where this feminine is, and protected, we're staying protected because Archangel Michael is the protector of these unions, of our divine energies, but knowing that it's time for him to move more toward the union, which is right there for him, making that decision for it, and being open to receive messages from us as well. And so what the divine wants the feminine to receive with this moon energy is 4 of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, be aware of your own emotions. And there's that 4 again. So either we can be stuck in that, or we can make a foundation in all the possibilities that are out there. Not just the things you see in the 3D and that you're limiting yourself with. They want you to open up and get the messages from the divine to see what are all these possibilities. Look for that magic that can happen in the 3D. That they're the angels of miracles, right? So that magic is there. Be aware of your own emotions instead of looking at anything else. And being aware of your own emotions is going within and doing that work, okay? Really doing that work to know your emotions so you can release them and receive better messages from the divine. That's what they're wanting you to receive. There are so many possibilities out there. There's so many possibilities of healing. It doesn't have to be with me. Whoever resonates with you. But at least you're doing something and you're putting skin in the game, right? You're making an effort to do that healing and to move forward. So they're wanting you to definitely receive all these messages that are possibilities within healing to set a better foundation. So then here comes the masculine, and he can then move more toward this and benefit from your experience, our experience of our healing. Okay, so, and because it's all about healing and balance, so once we can balance ourselves out, there's that healing, and then he benefits from it. Okay? It's been throughout both these readings. So the divine energy that's surrounding, they're just majorly surrounding the masculine with is Queen of Raphael. Follow your heart, a love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So the messages that are coming through, the divine is just surrounding them with the heart stuff. Now, Some of these messages can come through karmic situations and karmic energies, but it's saying, no, follow your heart. Get those karmic things off, release those things, and follow your heart and what you truly want. And be kind, understanding, and giving to everyone around you from the heart, even if it's a karmic situation that's upsetting. It's there as a message, okay? It's an experience to learn from, masculine, but they are really surrounding you to get you to go in the heart center and to understand, to stay kind during these situations and get your messages from them, okay? Because no matter what goes on, it's going to be passionate, it's going to be intense. So no matter what goes on, be kind. It's good, trustworthy information. It may come through to get you to be to a place where you love your home and family. Remember that healing family issues? When you heal from certain things, it gets you to a better place of home within your heart and being more accepting of your family and what went on too. So that's what they're surrounding the masculine with, this moon energy. So they're surrounding the feminine with 8 of Gabriel, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. And that is communication within, and then just communication. And then it's really putting the communication out there too. Put it out there in the 5D if you can't do it in the 3D. But just know that everything you're doing, communicating within your body, within your divine energies, within just trying to align everything and get that balance, it's important. And you will get sudden and immediate results just when you just decide, this is what I'm doing. I'm going within the sacral chakra. I'm going within my divine energies, and I'm really going to let it take flight. And my abundance will come to me when I decide to do that. It really does. A great deal of activity comes through very quickly. Once we just click and heal and get everything in place, it really does. So the overall outcome energies for this moon, for the masculine, is Page of Ariel. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. Time to get to work. So it's truth. Look at this pink. Look at this love. Reliable, clever, educated, and what's that word? Balanced. It's hard to see. I know it's not focusing. But yeah, balance. There's the balance. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. A balance within love, within the heart, because this is where they are, giving him all this energy, making that better decision to release from anything that's holding him back and move more toward the energy of the sun, the union, okay? So this is what's being offered to him. This is the outcome, and it's going to be time to get to work. Get to work on that career, on the union, and moving forward within love. Starting off within his heart, majorly. And see, that's the thing. Here it is up here, us recognizing it. There he is with the green, that says heart too. But getting that karma stuff off of his heart and helping him heal. Because we're not going to create any more of it, and we're going to pray that they don't, right? Because they're going to be kind in the situation. And we've made a wise investment to do the work. We've made a wise investment to do the work on our divine 7 energies. So the outcome, he's starting out being more balanced and being able to move forward. He's being offered an excellent opportunity within love, within his divine energies now. And so for the overall outcome for the feminine with this moon is 9 of Gabriel. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility, environmental activism. So any possibility within the 3D. Getting out of any karmic stuff. Look at all that. Getting out of the karmic stuff. Going in the heart, within the 3D. And just keep going. Keep going in your divine energies. And being open to any possibility, any healing, anything that comes to you. Any piece of your puzzle to be put back inside of you. Any fragment of your soul to be replaced that has been damaged, okay? That's part of my soul healing. But I'm just saying, any fragment of that soul that has had an issue, be open to any of the possibilities of that healing. Because you're going to keep moving forward. This moon is really all about, for the feminine, so much about communication. Communication within, being able to communicate a better energy, a better vibration, so the masculine receives it. Benefiting from our experience of healing and seeking out all the possibilities in which we can do so. Okay? And getting him to follow his heart. And we then suddenly have immediate results. We're sitting here waiting around for him, and that's fine. But in the meanwhile, we're going to review our progress and make plans for the next endeavor and what we're going to heal and do, and then stay determined to move forward and have any possibility of it open to us. All right, so what to be aware of in the 3D. Whoa. All right, there's the jumping. There. Okay, so energy surrounding the moon for the masculine with that sun is island, solitude. So really going within the energies of the union, right? Recognizing that love, recognizing that life can be wonderful, positive thinking and having success, but being there within emotion, surrounding it all. And good. It's being to himself more so, and not really, and being within the heart, and see the protection there, but being within the heart instead of creating more karma by staying around that karmic energy. It's really going within. Okay? And on some level, he may feel somewhat alone, but only if we are not putting our communication out there. Okay? So he's going to want to communicate, because he's feeling all this energy. So that's why I felt like there may be some communication, but we will definitely get messages. And if it's not from our masculine, it's going to be from masculine energy. So feminine, really pay attention to any masculine energy around you and what messages they might be able to give you. And if you ever need help, I'm here to decode. And so for the feminine within the 3D, to be aware of, ooh, I wasn't wanting that, but volatility. This can be passion and fire revving up within our sacral chakra and our divine energy, and we have like these colors here. So yes, it's good. It can be good. So while we're having patience and everything, we're working on ourselves. We're getting into our own passion so we can move forward, and we're getting out of the rage. I didn't do it in the weekly with these, but I had a feeling this one would come up. So it's releasing that rage, but really getting into your divine energies. It's giving us the ability, that energy around us, surrounding this moon, is giving us the ability to finally let go of any of the anger and go more into our unconditionally loving, divine feminine energy, and having the passion through our sacral chakra, for our sensuality, sexuality, and really have it work for us. Because it's this time of Leo, it's all about passion, romance, and being playful, right? Okay, so in the 3D, what to be aware of for the masculine to release is release. There you go. They're wanting him to release more and more of that karmic energy, to be able to make, here, totally, I mean, it's all here. Make a decision for love. Release yourself from that. No, that's holding you back, right? So it's all about release coming through. So that's major. Because a lot of the times when I do these, and it's about release, there's like positive cards, so I have to say, okay, anything that's holding you back from this positivity. And this is positive. The love is positive. It truly is positive, because, and detoxing and letting go, but it is positive to have this love. But there are the negativities within this card that's just being shown again within the 3D. Release it. Totally releasing it. And it's also like, I'm feeling some of them are actually going to be released by their feminine to move on. I mean, it's that strong. Because of what went on from the new moon, right? Where they were saying there's going to be some issues for karmic energy, that there's going to be restlessness. So maybe some of these soulmates are deciding to say, you know what, I'm releasing you too. And then they're going to feel more comfortable in having that release, and then be on their own in this solitude, coming more toward the union. Okay? So that's why there's no need for rage or anything. It's more of your passion. Put more of your passion out there, and then they will be, and then be patient, and then they will be guided toward it, okay? They will be attracted to it more. So within the 3D, to be aware of, to release for the feminine, is perspective. Yes, changing your perspective from this darkness, coming more toward the light. Okay? So really, let's And when it comes to the communication, we may get upset that there isn't any, right? But recognize there's messages all the time. And the more we work on ourselves, the more we are open to them to recognize them. So it's changing our perspective from seeing things in a dark way, moving more toward the light and that unconditional, loving, divine, feminine energy, okay? So bold and ambitious choices, coming out of the dark, moving toward the light, even if you do not know. Because your perspective is clouded, right? Our perspective is clouded because we do not know, because there's no communication. Make that bold, ambitious choice to say, I don't care. I know what's right. I know it's about me putting myself back together, and then they get put back together. So I'm just moving forward, right? Having the courage to do that. And so what the divine is wanting the masculine to receive in the 3D is innocence. Going back to his innocence. Remember that inner child? Right? So going back to the innocence before all this karmic stuff happened and created all the issues surrounding him, that he didn't feel, worthy anymore. That he has this lack of self-confidence because of all the karmic energy that's come through and on him and onto his heart. So it's the benefit of the experience is bringing him back to innocence. Recognizing who he truly is again and going within the heart. So that's what they're wanting him to receive. His childlike innocence coming back to him. His playfulness with this moon, right? Romance and playfulness. So for the feminine to receive is this new moon. Haha. The promise. Yes, the promise. Staying on the promise that this is our journey. This is our union. This is our masculine. This is a masculine who's amazing. And make that bold and ambitious choice, even though we don't necessarily know what's going on, that we make the bold, ambitious choice, and then it comes to us. So recognizing, yes, that new promise, new masculine coming to us with this moon, okay? So even though it's a full moon, it's a new beginning with this moon, okay? So receive that, because seek out all the possibilities that go with this promise. And hold on to them. Look for the magic in your life because of this promise. Instead of seeing any negativity. And be aware of your own emotions surrounding this promise and the union. How are you feeling about it? Feel great about it. I promise you, the more you step forward within this and move forward within this and put yourself back together again, it starts to melt away the being upset with them, like, why do we have to do all the work? Or that melts away because it's exciting. When you start to feel better, when you start to step more into your feminine energy, it's so empowering. And this is what it's about. Superwoman. We are going to be empowered. We stay within this promise. We look at all our possibilities, change our perspective around the communication that's not there, and change your perspective toward, I don't care what kind of darkness I've been in, I'm going toward my own light. I'm recognizing my own emotions and what's true for me, and then therefore they will for them. So the divine energy within the 3D surrounding the masculine is breathe. Wow. You have release. You have innocence. You have breath. Sorry. I always say breathe. But you have breath. Like, look at all this. It's changing over any of that karmic energy, releasing it, giving back the innocence upon the heart, and then being able to just take a breath within it. Taking that moment to just take a breath within it and follow his heart. See, it's all coming toward the heart. And having a better love of home and family, recognizing that. And getting better messages and just sitting within that right now, within this moon. Beautiful energies for him. And then we have like this a color scheme going too. But isn't it so funny? Because we have this volatility over here with these colors, and then his colors correspond with this, right? It's like a definite balance, what we were talking about. And then over here it's got the solitude that's surrounding him, and then ours correspond with that. So we're coming more into balance with one another. That's what this moon is about. So really pay attention to what they're urging you to do. And so what surrounding the feminine, the divine energy, what they're wanting for us is emergence, coming more into your feminine energy, getting out of that karmic energy, loving your feminine, just letting it flow, letting it come together, letting it be in the sacral chakra. It's just being beautiful that we are. And that's what causes the great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communications, helping us emerge. Everything that's happening with this moon, all this information, even our emotions, what might be going on there, it's helping us to emerge. And no longer being in that number 4 cage, but being in that number 4, planting that foundation. Healing, healing, healing. more and more. So we can emerge, and then they are sitting there within their heart taking that breath while we're emerging. Okay? They release, we're getting our better perspective, we're holding on to that, making that bold decision. They go back into their innocence, we remember the promise within our divine energies and having the strength around it. They are then able to sit in their heart center and breathe, and we are emerging. Woo! So, overall outcome within the 3D, bam, there it is, breach. Breaking free within his emotion, within his divine masculine energies. Okay, he's starting off in that page of Ariel. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Time to get to work. Time to break free. And he is going more toward his divine masculine energies. And for the feminine, overall outcome from this moon to be aware of in the 3D is Vision Quest. Very nice. Now, as you notice, I always say, this is kind of dry here. It's in need of some emotion. I mean, we don't want it to be mud, but it can be a little bit better than it is. So what we have here, it's the 9, so it's an ending 2. And so stay determined to move forward, still work on your emotions. You have the Vision Quest. You have you have the mold there. Now let's add some emotion to it, add some desire to it, add some what we desire, definitely, but add some of divine love and guidance to it. That's where I see is the emotion. Our emotions is divine love and guidance coming through. So that's what they're saying to me. That's what's coming through, is that be prepared for any possibility, and it's going to come through that divine love of guidance. So it's through those emotions. That's why we need to be aware of those emotions, because it's going to nurture. That's what I'm looking for. It's going to nurture our Vision Quest. And him reaching within all of his emotions, see all this and coming together. See, it's the balance. It's getting into that balance. He's having all this water here. We're a little bit dry, coming together, and there you go. It's more nurtured. It's doing better. So the overall outcome is we're getting closer. We're getting closer. So let's go to romance. Let's see what's going on there with this moon. Whoa. I apologize for my son. He's very spirited tonight. He gets excited when I do my readings. I think he feels the energy. I mean, Lord knows I have enough energy, huh? So then he gets like, yeah. Our vibration goes pretty high. All right. Here we go. Okay. So the energy surrounding the masculine with this moon is, yes, see, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. And so here we have, yes, he's recognizing the union. He's getting out on his own, right? And he's giving that union, an idea, a glance, a chance. So that's what's around this moon, really starting to work on it. Where it said down here on that outcome, time to get to work. So for the feminine, the energy around when it comes to romance is, woo, honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So really, there's that moon, and the moon can be sweet. If we go along with our emotions and find this foundation now, instead of being locked away, finding that foundation, staying within whatever upsets us, being able to release that, but staying within our passion of our divine energies, and knowing that we can have patience because we're making a wise investment, because it's going to come to this. Okay? We'll enjoy bliss of holiday time together if we just keep within our positive thoughts, a positive space. Okay? That's what they're wanting you to know. That he's going to start working on this. He's really wanting to move toward it. And then it comes to us and being able to have, you know, bliss together, but also, like I've been said, possible communication coming through with this moon, but definitely truths, always truths around the moon. So even if it's another masculine giving you some information, take it and go with it. Now, it doesn't mean you go with them. Like I always tell you, no. If someone else is trying to give you attention and it's not to, you know, it's to the way that you want your masculine to, just release that, okay? It's just being tempting and release that, okay? And that also is like release with this moon, when the passion comes and all that, just release any of your being upset about the lack of communication, pretty much. And then some other masculine energy is communicating with you, and that gets upsetting. Just release that. Know that right now, if you're not in contact, if there is that separation, it's for you to work on yourself, but you can still get messages from other places. And so, for the masculine to release past life relationship, you have known each other before. And this time I'm saying, yeah, like a past life relationship. Relationship that should be put in the past. It's like one of those release your ex kind of thing. Release the karma from the past surrounding relationships so we can step into a better relationship within the union. Release the past life relationship. And that's why I do the past life healing. Because even between the two of you, there's past life issues. Okay? Not just karmic, it's karmic energy surrounding the two of you within relationship, but it's karmic energy of people too, being in a karmic relationship. So, release the past life issues here. You have known each other before, and then knowing that this is the person you really want to be with. You've known each other before. You know what it's really like instead of what went on in the past. So release any of that. And so for the feminine within romance, what to release with this moon very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yeah, what's holding you back from deciding it? Make that bold choice. Maybe there's no communication, but make the bold choice. Clearly decide what you desire, because we can. We do control this. We do, on a level, control this. Feminine, we are in control. We're in that direction. It's like what direction we want to drive in. Like we're in the driver's seat. Okay? So let's turn this wheel. Which way do you want to go? Regardless of what it looks like in the 3D, or you don't even know about in the 3D, we know, obviously, we're on this journey. We're all doing this. We're all watching the videos. We're all doing these things. So we know we're on this journey. So when we get upset and think, oh, well, I'm not doing this anymore, well, you can't just get off the path. You're on it. You know? And then it's just like, when I do, like, the soul healing, it's like GPS, you know? It's saying, wrong turn, route recalculating, and you know when the route recalculates, what happens? Usually takes you longer to get there, so why don't you just stay in the direction? So, clearly decide what you want so you can be guided. So whatever your perspective is, right, that's shutting you down on that, clearly decide to release that and make the bold choice that you're just going to remain on this path. You're going to take all the gifts and the rewards you're going to get for remaining on it and for healing, putting yourself back together, okay? Because very soon it happens. But if you get off the path, you make a wrong turn, you have to recalculate, and it usually takes longer, okay? And the divine has to recalculate for you, and that's kind of annoying. Isn't it annoying when it's like route recalculate? Yeah. How do you think the divine feels when we go off path? Go with the guidance. Make the bold choice to do so. Now's the time with this amazing moon. So, what to the masculine to receive with romance is, ooh, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So, they're receiving the innocence because taking off the mask. Is it time that they're taking off the mask? They're receiving who they truly are. They're getting the benefit of our experience and our experience of taking off our mask. So then it's time for them to take off their mask within this innocence. Wow. Yeah, that's what's coming through. It's like the divine's taking off the feminines, as we know, the more we work toward it. And then they're getting more of this into their innocence because they're benefiting from our experience of doing that. Time for him to really come toward the union and start being in his career as a divine masculine. So, very nice. It's funny because these cards, sometimes they come up in a positive place and in a negative way, but that's not what it's meant. That's not the message that comes through. So, what the divine is wanting the feminine to receive when it comes to romance is keep an open mind, get out of the ego. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yeah, and that's in the ego. We have these expectations, and the way, like the usual type, meaning what he's been like before. We just label it and say he's never going to change, right? The usual type, right? He's just a guy kind of thing, the type. Like when the people ask, what's your type? I mean, really? So, it's not the usual type. He's different from the usual type that we've been used to in our past with masculine energy, but also even within his past masculine energy. And then the expectations are going to be far better. So, keep an open mind. It's what they're wanting to receive about this promise. about the possibilities, right? And yeah, about the possibilities, about this promise. Keep an open mind. Release any expectation with this moon, but keep an open mind about what type we do want, I guess. Put it out there. Why not? But then release the expectations, because it'll be far better than we ever imagined. So what the energy, the divine is surrounding the masculine with this moon is free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Yes. And this is like an imposed, well, cage. There's that number 4. Instead of jumping out of there and create his own foundation, he's feeling stuck in there. They're helping him free himself. They're helping him go more into the heart, feel better about what kind of home and family he wants, and having that good information coming through, sitting within it, taking that breath, and being able to free himself when it comes to love. Time to take back control of his life when it comes to love, instead of being in that karmic energy. And for the feminine, the divine is surrounding us within romance as make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. You're guided to heal. You're guided to help. You're guided to love unconditionally, no matter what he does. Like children, our own children. We love them no matter what. They are learning. It's a learning process for them, right? It's no mistakes. It's not trying to hurt you. It's a learning process. Just as much as we've had to learn not to get triggered, not to take it out on him either. So make the effort. They're saying make the effort to help this feminine energy merge, and then have sudden and immediate results with better communication within, better communication possibly coming from him. Make the effort to heal to have this happen. So the overall outcome within romance for the masculine is calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And there's that more positive thinking, right? So you start off with that union up there. He's giving the relationship a chance, and ending out with the outcome is then now he's calling it in. He's doing certain things that's going to attract us as well to get that better communication. Visualizing a better love, visualizing the union for itself, you know, just feeling it. And it's calling us in. He's breaking out of the old emotions and coming more into the divine energies, and he's giving this, it's time to go to work. Right? Time to go to work. So now within his divine energies is calling us closer, because we're getting better. We're making this effort, and so it's calling us, wanting to call us in, wanting to get control of his life and call in his real love. And then for the feminine, for the overall outcome for romance, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Put it out there. Now, you don't have to do it in the 3D. You can do it in the 5D. But that romantic gesture is making that bold choice to keep going, to know he's yours. He will always be yours. And just let the rest go. That's expressing your love. The romantic gesture is unconditional love, taking on this vision quest, and staying determined on this path. Let's see the guidance from the angels for this moon energies. For the masculine, whoa, hey, a bunch of guidance. For the feminine, this one, okay. Okay, what do you desire? You now have the opportunity to write the script according to your heart's true desires. Once you clearly decide upon your true desires and know that you're ready and deserving of them, they'll rush into your life as if by magic. And there she is. There we are. But truly getting out of that karmic stuff, going within the heart to recognize what he truly desires, knowing that he can write the script to what he truly desires. Like we are now making those decisions. He will then be able to make those decisions, and he will be able to steer things he wants to. And then it'll rush into his life like magic. But it's what was it? Where is it? No, oh, and deserving of them, right? So instead of feeling, you know, that unworthy and not having that self-esteem, knowing that he's deserving of them with these energies. He's deserving of this feminine and this true love that he truly desires. And it'll rush in Because the more we get in our feminine energy, the better it happens. And then what happens is there's a cleanse and detoxify. With great love and respect, we ask you to detoxify your precious and sensitive body. At your request, we'll help you to develop life-affirming ways to deal with stress, as well as ease any sorrow at shedding your old ways. The old ways around the feminine, those soulmates. But still, it's detoxifying the idea of the feminine energy. Give your cares, worries, and concerns to us and feel the beautiful grace of your newly purified body. And there it is, the feminine. So it's really, what do you desire? This is what he desires, this better energy. And then ground yourself within it. Masculine. When you detach from awareness of your body in the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. And that's very important. And that's what happens when we come together. There is a balance of spiritual and material. When there tends to be with the masculine mostly material and 3D, and even the karmic parts. But then when we come together with this feminine energy and the masculine energy, there is a balance, which is with this moon, right, of spiritual and material. So they're helping him figure out he wants this balance. He wants to see the true love of the divine energies within the feminine, and then grounded in the 3D, where he usually is grounded, right? And this is right next to this deception, and the innocence is like taking off the mask. Taking off the mask that's been on the feminine within these karmic energies, within the soulmates he's been with. Taking off that mask to see the true feminine energy and then ground himself in that spiritually romantic relationship. And you can have the material as well, because it's all about our abundance. And so for the feminine, guidance from the angels with this moon, family. This situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. Remember that healing family issues? Yeah, it was on the feminine side. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation. Allow yourself to feel peace. So it is part of that family. So letting go of anything that's gone on within your family. You know, like it said, the parents too. You know, and letting go of anything within your family that hasn't served you, and now you're getting more into your feminine energy and releasing that, even the ancestral line, right? I even do it in the DNA. Just releasing and healing all that, right? Understand to heal that. And that's actually a message, because we're supposed to be having balance and healing. So it's about the family. That's what the angels are letting us know. So when it says seek out other possibilities, right? Be aware of your emotions that's surrounding your family. Something that went on with your family, to release that. And he's got the past life. Yeah, past life relationship there too. So, yep, that's an important communication there. So, for all of us, it's still part of the family, the ancestral line, and the things like that, the past life, to be healed and released. Let's see what the archangels have. Which archangel? Ooh, okay. Alright then. Just flew out at him, but I'm going to pull another one, but it's Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron. And Archangel Metatron can totally transform anything. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. And that's what we're near the innocence card, right? So now we have taking off the mask of that feminine energy and getting more into the truth. Indigos are about truth. And crystals are very sensitive. So, and very magnetized, like really magnetized. My son is a crystal, so he gets very sensitive around energies and gets like, woo, just totally charged up. And that's what I say when I do my healings and readings. That's him in the background getting all charged up from it. But, and you can help, he can help with this now. So this is, Archangel Metatron is helping transform, giving this truth to the masculine about his innocence and about the true feminine energy. And being more sensitive to the messages is great, okay, from the feminine. So let's do that. That's how I'm feeling it. Okay, another one for the masculine is claircognizance, Archangel Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. And seriously, feminine, putting it out there in the 5D, they're getting more sensitive. They're going to be feeling us more and getting those messages. That's why it's so important to say positive about them. Stay positive. And say, so it came out, say positive things Just verbalize. Say how wonderful my masculine is, how much I love and adore him, how amazing he is. He's strong and, you know, all these things. Because he's feeling it. And that's why it's important to have that different perspective. Clearly decide what you want so that that can come to you. He can come to you. He can release the past of what went on and then come to you as you clearly decide. And for the feminine, you know what to do. Archangel Uriel. That's in 2 Archangel Uriels. There you go. See how we're balancing out? Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. So whatever you're being guided to do with your divine purpose about this masculine, and even within healing, keep that flame going, keep that sacral chakra aligned, healing all the time because it's needed. Okay? Healing these family issues, you know what to do. Wherever you're being guided to do, they're saying do that. Uriel is there for both of you. Masculine and feminine, both of us. So Ascended Masters with this moon energy. Working with the masculine. Ooh. Ascended Masters are being a little tricky here. Okay, for the masculine, jump. Ah, it did. And for the feminine, jump. For the masculine, we have leadership. Recognizing the true leader in the feminine, Archangel Gabriel, and leadership within communication. And it's true, we are going to be communicating better for ourselves and better what we desire. It is time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So their leadership position is giving us the messages. That's why I feel there's going to be more of these masculine coming out of separation to kind of give messages, and they may be brief. Usually around the moon we can get messages and better communication, and they may be brief, but please take the messages for what they are. Please try not to get upset or create it in a karmic way and create more karma on them by getting upset with them. Change your perspective, recognize the message. If you need help decoding, let me know. It's time for you to assume your leadership power position and lovingly guide others. Lovingly guide us with their communication. Wow. And so for the feminine, we have Parvati, positive change. That's not even in the right, is it? No. Ha! That's pretty funny. That was in the wrong pile, but it was needed. Parvati, positive change. So not only, the archangels are really coming out. They wanted to say something else. So it's about going within the truth, knowing you're sensitive, getting those messages by paying attention to how sensitive you are, and then being the one to give out messages to the feminine as well. And we're seeing a positive change in all this because he's actually, I feel some of them are kind of coming out of the separation, maybe just for a short term. All right, there's the Ascended Master. Sheesh. All right, let it go. Kuan Yin. And Kuan Yin is the major healer in my soul healing. So, yeah, letting it go. Letting go of any of those things that have hurt him, held him back, keeping him from his innocence, just letting go of and the ideas he had around feminine energies because of that karmic energy and soulmate situation. Let it go. Letting it go with the moon so he can become that leader. Alright, now we go on to some wisdom for the masculine. Ooh. Why not? And for the feminine. Now that was a jumper too. For the masculine. There's a lot on the masculine for this moon. Okay. Okay, there it is. So, dragon, discover your courage. So, definitely discovering the courage. And remember, in the weekly, it was showing the, was it 8 of Fire? Where she's standing there with the torch, and then it had a dragon standing there with the other torch behind. Right? And so there it is. Discover your courage to be that masculine, to hold that torch, to hold that flame too. Intuition. Trust your intuition, masculine. There's the horn. Trust your intuition. That's going between the two of you, these messages. And then legends. Learn from those who inspire you. Yes, we are being inspiring because we're healing and we're putting those pieces back together. So they're learning from us. They're getting that benefiting from the experience, and then creative wonderment. Follow your passion. Follow your passion up those stairs on that path after the feminine. Passion within divine energies and going toward the real feminine. And for the feminine is, upside down, celebration. Let go and have fun. Yep, it's about fun. So release any of the negativity to this moon and just have fun with it. For our passion coming through with Leo, and be able to steer ourselves in the direction we want to go in, and have the divine say, yep, good. You're staying on your path. We can steer a little bit and we don't have to go fully off. But, you know, as we know, if we go off path, recalculating, and it takes longer. So let go and have fun. Let the divine guide you. Let go of any of the stuff surrounding the healings and the family and the ancestral line and all these things, just letting it go. Releasing it all to this moon and stepping more into a fun energy instead of being so upset and hurt all the time. And then where did this come from? This is on top of the Page of Ariel, the Breach, the Calling, and the Soulmate. This is all for the masculine. Jeez. Archangel Raphael, provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. So yeah, we're healing the mind, the body, and the spirit. Within the feminine, there's an ascension. There's that butterfly. There's an ascension for the feminine. And then therefore they will ascend next. So there they are. Yeah, they're in that breath, being able now to release themselves, to go and to call in the soulmate and to breach out of that, because we're healing, they're healing. They're getting that experience from us. But it's on top of that. Because of the healing that we are doing, this is coming through. Excellent opportunities are going to be offered to him. He will start to get to work. He will breach. He will break free, going toward his divine energies within this emotion. He will then be having the better prayers, affirmations, and visualizations about it all, because the healing that's going on, and feeling the healing. Feeling the healing. Okay. So, message from the masculine to the feminine during this moon, and its truth coming through. So, this is the one that has the yes card. So, think of a question. Okay. And then for the feminine to the masculine. Any more? Whoa, yes. There it goes. Okay. Masculine to the feminine. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. All right, feminine, here we go. Imagine. What would you see, feel, think, and hear if your wish came true? That's what we're saying. Dream, dream, okay? Feel him, the wish of him being amazing, and he wants to know. So we think about it, and we just have fun with it, right? And be positive and say all those nice things about him, right? And then he hears that and feels good, and he's like, okay, I would like to know how to make your wish come true, right? And then decide. It's time to clearly decide, clearly to make a decision about what you want. It's again, right? So what do you want from him? Now, release the expectations, but it's just playing with it to be like, okay, how would I like this, or how would I like that? And then, happy surprise, something very good is about to happen, okay, with this moon, something very good. Positive communication possibly coming through, as I've been feeling, right, coming to at night, maybe even in dreams, getting your information in dreams, and there it is, definitely yes. The answer to your question is a strong yes, all right? So, wow. Definitely yes. So I'm glad I did that. And so for the feminine to the masculine. Oh, wow. Once again with this. Music for manifestation, to manifest rapidly. Think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. So that's giving and receiving. But it's also us sending those prophetic songs, because a lot of times the masculine does that, but it's our turn now. So it's thinking of songs ourselves and sending those. So him being open to that. And treasure chest, an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now, because we're working on our light. We're sending that to them, and they're going to be abundant in it. And pay attention. Notice repetitious signs and inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. So we're sending it to them. And then father healing. Your personal power increases as you give any father-related issues to heaven. So once again, we have that family. And father-related issues is masculine energy. Not really knowing how to move forward in a masculine energy because he might be held back by what his father's energies were. So it's truly, when we are healing family issues, it helps heal with them. So it's important. But it's the giving and receiving. We're trying to give these things. Playing music is very, you know, a flow, right? So being within the flow when you are thinking of what you truly desire. And us putting out that prophetic music. Have some fun, feminine, with all that. Okay? Now we go to, you know what? I have 2 crystal decks and that are a little bit more positive, so that's what I'm wanting to do. And I might even throw a color in there. Let's have fun. Let's go with the passion and the happiness. I'm happy over this message over here. So, and all that's going on for the masculine. Good job, feminine. You're doing the work. And you're going to reap the rewards. Okay. So for the masculine, we have, ooh, wow. Okay. Amazonite, life purpose, solar plexus, and crown. Amazonite invites us all to connect with this powerful crystal, offering the opportunity to discover your life purpose. It is constantly encouraging you to follow your dreams and brings to the surface for healing any fear or doubts that may hold you back from truly stepping onto the path. See, that's why he's just sitting there, right? Even though in the weekly he was like, and then it's for us to be on the path. We're stepping on it more, and so then he will. This powerful medicine allows you to unlock the inner wisdom that is required to awaken your divine purpose here on earth, aligns you to your life purpose, and encourages you to step onto the path with strength and courage, assists you in finding the divine truth in all things, facilitates deep internal reflection, encourages you to come into alignment with your divine will, manifesting your heart's desire. So helping with the heart's desire, helping with this heart, once again, as it is down in here, and getting all that karmic stuff off of it, but really being within his heart with this moon. And he is. He's like, imagine what things would be like. Decide what you want, you know? Decide it. So I can definitely, yes, give you that surprise. It's beautiful. So for, the feminine, we have diaptase, heart healing. So it's all about the heart, and it's the heart chakra. Diaptase is one of the most powerful heart healing crystals on the planet. Its energy penetrates deep into the inner chambers of the heart, transmuting old wounds of the past. The energy of the green ray brings powerful healing and transformation to the heart chakra. When you are blessed with diaptase's healing energy, you feel safe and supported to freely live and love from the heart. Yes, so it's a healing. It's all about the healing. Heals the inner realms of the wounded heart and enhances openness. Remember that openness for the weekly? Wow. Transmutes and heals emotional pain and old wounds. Allows you to release and dissolve sadness in your life. Lets down walls of anger, where did that rage, bitterness, and resistance, embracing love and connection. There it is. You want that holiday bliss together? Don't get volatile. Release any of the anger, bitterness, and resistance. Move forward as you are guided. That's what it's saying. Let me do a color. Believe me, I have tons of decks, and I use all of them in my healings. So I want you all to see the different things I have, because I usually would do the same. Oh, and I have the wrong card in there. Okay. Oh, I'm glad I found that. Okay, so for the masculine, we have bronze, strengthen your body within the divine masculine energy. Number 5 is a positive change. And then cherry, and number 9, live an extraordinary life within this life purpose, within the heart, within a love of home and family and all of that. It's really coming to him. Going to give this relationship a chance. Release the past. See the feminine for who she really is as that mask comes off. Freeing himself to really call it all in and want to have it there. So really strengthening his body, that positive change for this life purpose, and to live that life purpose as an extraordinary life coming to him. And for the feminine, Gold, attract abundance. And that's a number 3, manifesting. So gold. And that's our, solar plexus, life purpose, but we attract our abundance through our life purpose as well. Through this heart healing, we get more into our life purpose through that unconditional love. So, yeah, I'm good with that. So let's go to the masculine energy with this moon, and I'm still seeing that definitely yes there. So hold on to that one, feminine. And for the feminine energy, whoop. So for the masculine, yay, Achilles, confidence. There's the confidence. He's releasing. And he's getting into that confidence. Anything that was holding back his self-confidence, more confident. So he'll only have a little bit of his heel that's vulnerable to go back to, but now full out confidence to really be strong and to do this, to live an extraordinary life and choosing love instead of having that worry and not confidence. And once again, for the feminine, it's Eostre, new beginnings. We have a chance for that new beginning, like I said in the weekly. We can start over at any time, no matter what's gone on. Let's start over. Let's be strong. Let's make that bold, confident decision. Okay? Let's create. All right. Let's just pull an animal. And then I'll do Ganesh, and we're good. The masculine for the feminine. Rebirth, the snake. So rebirth from karmic energy. Good. This is a chance to do it. There's a lot of strength there. And then for us, here it is again. Blue Jay, choice. Make that bold choice. Choose the masculine. Choose the union. Choose the path you are on and stick to it. Try not to go off route. And make that bold and ambitious choice to do so for this new beginning, to attract your abundance, to heal the heart, and to heal your family. All of this is for us to heal families, heal our family, and have a different way from what has been, even within the DNA, the miasma, the emotional blockages that go on, okay? So, wow. All right, a lot of messages for this moon, a lot to take in, a lot to imagine, and a lot of decision. But also really releasing any negativity and keeping within those positive thoughts, a positive place in your heart, coming from the heart and making those decisions. Feminine, taking the steps we're guided to take, because great love is worth taking those steps, and then within great love, there's lots of healing that goes on. So seek all those opportunities, start your new beginning, make that choice. And masculine is having this rebirth because of it. And he's freeing himself. And he's then recognizing us and calling us in. Okay? Wow. All right, so everyone, I hope you fully enjoy this moon, these energies. I feel really good about them. Thank you, everyone, for liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, donating, of course, and coming to me for help, because I do enjoy it very much, just doing these healings and helping people and the results coming through. So reach out if you want to. If you feel like you're being drawn, if you feel like, this is the right thing, reach out, okay? I'm there for you. So, happy manifesting until I see you again. Share the love.